team's shooting a steady diet from outside.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring output.
Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. It's good from long range. 7 points in the game.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
From outside, off the mark.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look. Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Beyond the arc. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk.
Wow. Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Okay, time for an injury report.
He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. While it took some time for him to completely recover from this injury, there is a chance that he could play on it. So we'll be monitoring him closely. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Well, look, injuries take a mental toll as well. These guys all want to be contributing to the best of their ability. It's tough to sit out and watch.
Willis. Clock at 6. The second chance effort does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. .27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
That shot off. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Delivering the blowout. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Morgan. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And here is Satoransky. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 12.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
That one goes. Count it.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
They set the pick to the middle. Stolen. One-on-one here. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Stolen away. Here's the break from 17 feet out. And off the glass. That one's good. He's got 22.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
There's a good screen. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. He's feeling it. And he comes up with the deuce.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the line for him here. And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 17.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense.
And he gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. For 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Robinson goes in. The shot's good. Robinson's got his second basket of the night. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call. You'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
A nice shot by Morgan.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Inside. Robinson for 3. Rebound by Shingelia. Here's Norris. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Satoransky. Doesn't go for him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 28 points for him.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots, and you can definitely see a difference.
Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
To the left wing. Drills it from outside. He's got 18.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Morgan. And Willis pulls it down. Lots of room. And he gets the jumper to drop.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact. And the lead starting to slip away.
Here's Ayayi. Driving the lane. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound by Shengelia.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Three-pointer. That shot off the mark.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
The layup off target. And he drives in. Here's Stevens. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Pass to Shengelia. Here's Norris. 4 on the clock. It's up a 3. That one doesn't go. .50 seconds left to play in the third. Wide open. Nice jump shot. Good.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
They set the screen. They could use a bucket. It's blocked. Second chance shot. Shengelia can't hit. Here's Roden. Nothing on the board. Here's Stevens. It's hauled in by Norris. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. They're up by 7. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Down low. Stolen. Fires the 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the first one drops. good on both.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Here's Ayayi. Pass to Steffens. Shoots it up. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Norris. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Fires for three. And he's good on the three ball.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
To the wing on the left. Knocks it loose. Here he goes.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Pass to Laprovitola. Here's Norris. Good on the three-point shot. Norris has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
From past the arc. A shot off that time.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Steffens got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
There's a screen. Here's Ayayi to tie it up. It's hauled in by Norris.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
And it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Pass to Satoransky. There's the drive. And here is Satoransky. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Outside Robinson. There's the screen. 6 to shoot. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 34.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And then Gomez a screen. Now here's Satoransky. Just 4 to shoot. Another shot. A putback. Oh, that was a two-hander.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He said to his players, quote, "A number of things haven't gone our way, but that's okay. We're still in this. Let's take care of the ball, string together some buckets, and let's let the chips fall where they may."
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Morgan. Good on the first, and that brings them within 2. Both shots good from the stripe. There's 1:38 left in the game. The putback, and again, no good. With the drive, the basket is good.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
1:03 left here in the fourth quarter. There's the pick. Clock at 6. Launches it. And it's off.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Game clock separated by 5. With the tip. Sticking with it and finally got it to go.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
so they get the victory here at home. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You got to love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And that about wraps it up.